I'm going to show you what the experience is like for a student in a PearDeck classroom. Oh, if I can get out of my slides. Here we go. So over here, I have a little slide deck. This could be a lesson that I've already created. And PearDeck acts as an add-on to these slides. So it sits over here really nicely in this little sidebar. Onto these slides, I can add those interactive elements. So I can ask student to draw on the slide or answer a short answer text on the slide, multiple choice question on that slide. Once it's built, I click my big green start lesson button. This is going to be an instructor paced activity. So I'm going to walk you through step by step each slide. And then all I need to do to get students to join this lesson is either provide them a link. So over Zoom, a link is obviously a really good and easy option because we have a chat box. However, if you are in the classroom, you could pop a link onto your Google Classroom homepage or your Schoology homepage, or students can go to the website joinpd.com and type in this code to be joined to your lesson. Once you log into PearDeck, you will see this question, and on your end, you'll notice you have a little space to type your short answer response to what was the first CD tape or record you ever bought. And I see we have Wilson Phillips, we've got Michael Jackson, some 80s babies, James Galloway, TLC, Mariah Carey, or no doubt moving into the 90s, and Sync and Backstreet Boys. We have some more 90s millennial aged people here. Myself, I bought Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time on tape. So that also kind of dates myself. Go ahead and take one more moment to finish those answers. And then we'll move on to our multiple choices. The would you rather question. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water or all hot foods? And you can still have the foods cold, so like cold pizza, cold soup, I guess. Really got to think about those vices. Coffee, margaritas. Take 3 more seconds to decide. 2 and 1. We're going to go to a drag and drop response. This is a where are you from question, but you'll see you have 2 icons on your screen, a blue flag and an orange heart. Go ahead and drag the blue flag to the place you were born. So the place, you're literally from, but then the orange heart to wherever your heart is. So I know a lot of people who were born one place but have no connection to it. So the orange heart can go to the place you currently live. It could go to the place your family is. Nice. We have some international locations on the map, which I always love. Take 3 more seconds to decide. 2 and 1. Finally, the last thing that I always do with participants, whether they're students, teachers, or administrators, is a 1-minute express yourself slide. The drawing feature is one of my favorites, probably one of the most powerful tools on PearDeck, and I use it for a lot of different things, but I always end with a completely blank slide and a 1-minute timer for you to draw anything you want, and then I'll share it with the group. So it can be abstract art, could be that favorite hot food or drink, could be that place you're from, your dog. Go ahead and play around with the colors and the options down there on your bottom toolbar. Looking lovely. Some people have found the text tool. That's a really nice one to use with students. So see if you can find that text tool, maybe caption your drawing. With about 10 seconds remaining. Last 3, 2, and 1. You'll see that you've been locked out of your PearDeck slide, and that kind of brings us to our end of our little PearDeck demo. So once you've been locked out, just come back to your Zoom screen and type back in the chat box for me once you see this lovely pink heart flower. You see Miss Morales is back. Again, once you're back in Zoom, Christina's back. Just go ahead and type back for me in the chat box, so I know you're ready for me to display this beautiful artwork. Okay, here is this lovely heart. We have some more 90s references here. Little sunflower, nice little affirmation for the day, this little star, beautiful artwork. Hopefully you got the sense and experience of what it would be like to be a student engaging in a PearDeck lesson. Obviously, the demo we did was a little bit more fun and playful, but it's great for quick formative assessment with students. You probably noticed that I was remarking on your responses as we went. Within PearDeck, there's something called the teacher dashboard that you can open up either in a new window or ideally in a new device. And you're able to see student responses as they come in live. So when I asked you what your record or tape was, I could scroll down. Again, these would be student names, and I can review those responses. But would you rather, I can see whole class data as well as hovering over the responses can give me individual students. The map gives me an overlay, again, of whole class responses, or I can change it to an individual layout and see individual student response. And again, here are our drawings where I could go through and I could review each student's drawing. At this point, teachers often ask me, okay, but what if somebody draws something inappropriate? You can't show that to the whole class. In which case I would go to these 3 dots in the bottom corner and hide that response. So when I'm displaying the responses for the whole class, I have the opportunity to hide or alternatively star just individual responses that I want to be shown.